everybody. I do apologize. This is my first video. I started making bubble bar and I realized that, well, this is my first time making it, so I had realized that I made a boo-boo and I made my dough too thick. So it's been really hard to mold, but I decided to go on and show so that people who do make this boo-boo know that, you can still work with it, and I figured go on and show. I did take this idea from Sophie, so thank you, Sophie. Making a cinnamon bun bubble bar. So here we tried that out. And so what I did, I just made, I don't even know where, I forgot now where I got my recipe for the bubble bar, but I have my recipe for the bubble bar and I made it. And then I realized that when I made my last order for the scent, because I scented this in Cinnamon Bun by Candora, and I realized that I had no brown, so I had to try to figure out how to make some brown. So I made, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of reddish, but still works. It's just some red lake, some red and some yellow with some a little black oxide, and it made a little bit of a brown. So my dough looks kind of funny, but once it's all dyed, the colors look really good, and I'm okay with the cracks. But so I have my one piece rolled out, and I'll just finish making that one. So I just have my dye on the counter, and I'm just rubbing it in so that it, to add more, just so it gives that impression of the cinnamon inside that your cinnamon bun, or I'm trying to think what it's called here. If I say cinnamon bun, some people won't know, and then if you say cinnamon roll, some people know. So there. So just to add a little bit of a different color, and I see that there's some blue, and I don't know where that came from. I'll put that on the bottom, I think. Oh, see, like it's cracking a whole bunch, but work with what you got, I guess. It must be coming from the glove. I don't know. Anyway, so you just, I'll show the bottom piece is thin, and then you just roll it and see, like, I don't know if you can see or not, but it's just cracking along the edge. So I'm just kind of fixing it as I roll it and pushing on the bottom. Roll it. There. Cracking. Okay, so you just kind of roll it and you can see like that the color is coming out on the side. Oh, see. And just kind of, I'm not a fan of this one as I am the other ones, but just trying to, I'm fine with a couple little cracks because when you cook a real cinnamon roll, cinnamon bun, you get cracks in it anyway, so I'm fine with that, but I just didn't want the whole thing to be filled with cracks. So just push it on the bottom a little bit to make it pop. I'm just spinning it on the side. So this is where my issue is. I've already measured them all out so that they all equal the same amount. But every time I try to knead it, it's all cracking. So I'm assuming I put too much dry ingredients. And I think that's what it was, because at first it was too wet. And then I ended up getting my boyfriend to help me pour in the baking soda. And I think we just ended up putting a little bit too much. So I'm just kneading it in as much as I can to try to get the majority of it to stick. And then still cracking a bunch. it'll do. And so once I do that, I found it easier to roll, to make a ball with it. It made it easier to make a cylinder shape. So then I'm just taking it, start rolling it back and forth gently though, because like I said, I just made it way too thick. Depending on, this was my first time ever using this recipe. I probably should have done something a little less complicated for the first time, but why not? So I'm hoping that these will be good sellers. Cute little stocking stuffers. See, so it's going like better that way, but then when I'm rolling it, I'm getting cracks. So I'm just trying to. That's pretty well. And you want one side to be thicker than the other. So I measured them all previously out to 8 ounces each, and now it's just the extra that I'll probably make a little sampler with, or to use as a demo for people on how to use it, because not everybody knows what a bubble bar is or what it does, right? So make a video of how to use it on my page for not knowing. So now that I have it the shape that I want, just take that side and just try to get as much of the color. And I want it on the edge too, so because that's what's gonna show more. And I thought about putting this on the outside, but then it just looked too dark. So that's when I decided to do it on the inside. Stand it up, and then I think it's helping if I kind of already have it kind of in the shape. And just kind of, because as soon as I start twisting it is when it starts to crack. Well, this is not doing too bad. There, yeah, see. Now it's starting to crack. Spoke too soon. Just trying to push it at the bottom to make it look a little bit thinner, but yet thicker at the top. There, so that one's not too bad. Even kind of dusted on the bottom, and I'll get one of those constant compliments of, oh, it looks too good. It looks good enough to eat. Here, so yeah, see, like it's just kind of crumbling everywhere. So, but it's still workable. So for any newbies like me that try it out and think you can't do anything with it, it's still quite doable. So what I'll do is I'll just make the tiny little one first, and then I'll go off. But almost feels a little bit like Play-Doh, which I was kind of half expecting, not expecting. This one's a lot smaller, but just the leftover instead of trying to reweigh them all, and so it's all used. So at least this way I'll have a little bit of a demo. I'll just roll this one out as well, like the other ones. So this one's a lot smaller, which is okay. Which means not a lot went to waste, which is always a bonus because nobody likes wasted product. Like today, I was making shower steamers, and I had all my oils, or all my essential oils all divided up and the scents all made up, and I thought that I'd be able to be quick enough with using just the solo cups. Even though I know that it will eventually disintegrate, I didn't think it would happen that fast. So I made one batch and then came to make another batch and picked it up, and the oils went all over my counter, my phone, my computer. So needless to say, I wanted to cry because that's all those essential oils that are now gone, and I had no extra. I don't have enough to make another batch of those ones, so I only have 2 essential oils in stock, or 2 shower steamers in stock, which is fine. But and then I already had the color and all the mix all ready to go with it. So my mint steamers are now pink, which is fine, but I just hope that people won't get them confused with the citrus ones that I already have in stock. But, oh well, that's fine. So there's that tiny little one. I'll be able to use as a little demo on how to use it. And then once these are done and dried, I haven't figured out yet if I'm going to use cocoa butter or shea butter or olive oil yet. But once these are dry, I'll take the butter and a little bit of baking soda, probably. Maybe just the oil, I don't know yet. And I'll just drizzle it on top to look like little glazed donuts. And I think they'll be cute. Hopefully they'll be popular. I'm really hoping because, market's been kind of slow this year. Well, this is my first year, but markets have been kind of slow. But that's alright. I don't know. I thought I saw some comments. Hi, Sophie. Yes, my first live demo. I took from you, but I figured I'd give it a try. Since Nick's not home and I can do this without him sitting in the living room laughing at me or having a toddler clinging to my legs, I figured it'd be easier to do this now while they're both out of the house. Makes it a little bit easier. Nope. So yeah, just figured I'd come and show. They're not as pretty as yours, Sophie, but I'm trying. Yeah, so I just figured I'd come and show that even though the dough, or you make an oopsie and you don't think that your product's going to work and you think it's going to go to the garbage, you can still try to make it work. And at least this way now, I know for the next time not to make it as thick. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy. And I probably will post this on my YouTube page as well. So if anyone wants to go back and look, and my cousin Sophie also has one on her YouTube page as well. And all right, better finish making these, and I'll see you later.